Hello. Hello, everybody. I hope you can hear me better. Apologizing. Well, yes, apologies for my last live. I feel like I might need to redo it. I didn't like that that my mic was so low. But, well, what are you going to do? Increased it this time. Listening ears on, Katie Joy, as usual. Not that you're listening, but you should be. Oh, wow. What's happening? Well, it was kind of expected. The closer we got with TATI's lawsuit, she spun out of control. Now we're heading close to 7M, which is what she should be paying attention to, and also her infection on her face. Who is she? Who am I talking about? Katie Joy Paulson, of course, guys, without a crystal ball. Went live again on Instagram twice. In the same jumper. Yep, she's been in the same jumper for a whole week. That is I don't think she showered. Fully involved in this whole online drama, feeding off it. This is her addiction. So it's basically Steve, the carousel from hell. We know what we're getting into. I might tune out. If I do, that's fine. If I miss anything, you can always tag me in the comments afterwards and at Cactus Bill, and just let me know and I'll add it to the timestamps, because as soon as I hear like certain names, I just automatically tune out. But I will do my best. We will do our best to do this together. So what am I saying? I don't know. Happy Valentine's Day, guys. Oh, I hung out with my parents' pug, the love of my life. Replay crew, make sure you check out the description box. That's where all the timestamps will be, and there'll be a bunch of links there as well. I'll also, after the live, I'll put them in the pinned comment, the links. I might lose my voice. I'm sorry. I'm struggling at the moment, still in a heat wave. Still. But my brain's doing better because I spent the day in the freezer. But yeah, everything is my own opinion, yada, yada, yada. Oh, if you want to follow me, you can on Instagram, TikTok, and X at It's Crystal Bill. But yeah, let's just get into it, shall we? I'm just checking. Oh, what's that? Let's come up. Sorry. It's coming up that it's like set to private. Is it? Just my luck. If it's not something, it's something else. Can I edit it while I'm live? Oh my God. Well, if it's set to private, how is people watching? Oh, oops. Okay. Oh my God, I'm now public. Public, I am here. That's weird. Okay. Oh, there is everyone. Have you guys been there the whole time? It just wasn't until I pressed public. Wow. Today I learned. No, I don't even know what I learned from that. But before we get into the live, I just want to... I just posted these on my Twitter comments, like under the live that she did the other day. And yeah, I'm so annoyed that my mic level was like so low in my previous live. Why? The doomed gods. I almost feel like I want to redo it because it annoyed me that much. But these are the comments. Actually, I just wanted to read like certain ones. They're talking about, I think they got Kathy P and Katie P mixed up. I don't know. Holy moly. they'll be lucky if she doesn't lose that RN license. No wonder she is shutting down her channel and running. Katie's like, yep. And then someone's like, Rabbit isn't an RN. Katie's like, yes, she is. Someone was confused and was like, oh, so you're taking down your channel. Katie's like, no, my channel is going to be up. I'm not talking about my channel. Your channel won't be up for much longer. Fingers crossed, you know? Toes crossed, everything crossed. But we don't really need it because Amber has got it. And then here she is still denying that that email alleged threat that she got was about her son. B's tragic death. Everyone is telling her, no, it's about Von McCrae. Yeah, and she goes, nope, received more threats about killing my son, but keep trying to defend them. So someone correcting her misinterpretation is defending them by correcting her. Okay, Mrs. Logic. And the person goes, you took that as me trying to defend them. I was just saying whoever said that was talking about Marvin because he had a tragic death. That is all. Katie replies, they weren't. My goodness, it was about my son. This same person has been threatening to kill him for months. My son is like, has she totally forgotten that she just covered Von McCrae? Yeah, and then they're like, not sure why you're so upset with me. I was just telling you what I thought. Have a good day. Oh, yeah. And then this is... oh, well, yeah, this is the reason why she did the second IG Live, because she got the confusion wrong about... So Down the Rabbit Hole at Bedtime is closing down her channel, and I just really hope that she can come back after all this shit is finished, once Katie is dealt with 7M and everything. I really hope it's not the end of her channel, because I just hope that she's, you know, because I'm pretty sure she's thinking about her family like everyone should be. Through all the threats and all this, you know, Katie's going to do that carousel. The stalkers, I've been dealing with this, you know, ever since I've been on YouTube. But she never, ever went offline. Never. Even when the FBI and all that were involved. And the whole Nat thing with the CP, Nat stayed online, poking the bear. Because she doesn't care about her family. She doesn't care about her son. And yeah, they're like, you must know by now, Rabbit is closing her channel. Katie's like, Llama, I thought. You thought wrong again. And then they're like, no, Rabbit Hole removed her channel. She showed the email which you stated to remove all the content about you and say she's not involved with your stalker, or you'll take legal action. Because she values her family and doesn't want the stress, she closes her channel tonight. Look at this. Look at this fucking, like... Katie says, yeah, okay, deflection. And then this, like the just level of delusion. Someone's like, your brows look good. Katie replies, one of my favorite people told me about a product. Her infection looks so much worse. It looks raw. Because the makeup that she is applying, she's reinfecting it every day. That her concealer. Okay, I'm not gonna drag on about the face. We know you're passionate. Oh, that's me talking to me. Here we go. Oh my God, are we ready for the same jumper? different day, which is just really her motto, isn't it? Same shit, different day. Like, she doesn't Also, I don't know if it was on the 14th. I think it's on the 13th. I'm 13 hours ahead of Katie. So I'm just gonna press play and also, as usual, like what I did in my last live, I try to cut out the doxing and all that because, Katie, you can't use me as your mouthpiece just to blast whatever you share without, I'd be a fucking hypocrite, wouldn't I, if I didn't practice what I preach about first do no harm. And if the harm outweighs the good, then yeah, I just don't share it, like all the Josh stuff.
Hi, friends. I just have a quick update. I'm not going to be on very long, and I'm going to have my comments turned off just because I'm coming on here really quick. Yesterday, I uploaded a video onto my YouTube channel, and I, for the very first time on my channel, expressed what's been happening to me for years on this platform of Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, related to a group of creators, and how this group of creators has been targeting and harassing various people on the platform, breaking and violating the terms of service of YouTube's platform. And recently, their harassment of a private person that's not a creator has resulted in the legitimate filing of at least 4 restraining orders. Restraining orders are currently in place for Steve MCCRAY, a permanent one. There are temporary restraining orders against Aaron, who goes by EKC People Suck, and who goes by Beta Snow. Their restraining orders will have a trial on February 26th for it to move from a temporary restraining order to a permanent restraining order. According to the people.
Oh, thank God for that Bing. I knew that was my time to come back. Katie, you don't know that. You don't know that the outcome will be that the judge grants the restraining order. You don't know that. So shut up. Oh my God. And I like this comment, Christoph fan. Hey, it's good to see you. I still don't like KJ, but I do think that antis go too far. With that said, I still adore our Cactus crew and Llama girl. There's the 2 different sides. Like there's 2 different, like when the Teen Mum crew came over with the whole like hatters, and then there was always a bad side there as well. So yeah, I try to stay away from them. They're the people that like drama, that like all that. They're like John Yates. They just sit and talk about people without that person being there, and they will target someone and take them down and go real life. And the antis.
That I've talked to, they are having multiple witnesses come forward, and there has been significant amounts of evidence to prove that this harassment has been taking place. I have received a copy of a moderator call that happened on September 23rd, 2023, which proves a conspiracy was in place by these creators to harass and intimidate Charlotte McIver. Today, I am seeing and witnessing people within this group attempt to gaslight and deflect the reality of the situation and put this on me. And I am not going to be gaslit anymore. And I'm not going to allow these creators to gaslight Charla. Charla is the victim in this case. And no matter what you say about what you think I've done, I am not the one that has a restraining order against me by Charla. I have not harassed Charla. In fact, when Charla was part of my community, I always treated her with kindness. And she's said that to me. When people choose to get involved with these kinds of people and real life consequences are happening, like restraining orders, and there's real life conspiracies for harassment, there's no amount of gaslighting and deflection you can do to change the reality. And what I'm witnessing now are creators that have been exposed scrambling. I was sent an I haven't had a chance to watch it because I'm honestly in the middle of editing a new video. But I've watched, my husband just sent me a video because Llama Girl, who goes by Llama on YouTube and on Twitter, who has been a part of this harassment of me, is trying to deny that she has a relationship with Steve. This is categorically false.
Oh, it's categorically false. Llama Girl, did you hear that? I cannot believe it. You and Steve. Getting jiggy with it. Oh, Katie, you wish. Plus, it's not harassment what Llama Girl is doing. She's merely sharing you to everyone. She's the wayward daughter of this world, you know? And the Team Mum crew will know what I'm talking about there. Far out, Katie. What? Is that a tie on the doorknob there? Is this Valentine's Day? Have we interrupted something?
Over the years, it is very clear the two of them had a relationship. They would consistently tag each other on Twitter. Steve is literally on his channel. There are clips of him saying, "Thank God for Llama Girl. I wouldn't know anything of what's going on if not for Llama." Steve doesn't shout out people that he's not in communication with, and he would never give someone props like that if they weren't doing something for him.
Oh, spoken because you have personal experience, like you and nonsense, hey? You would never share a page. You would never let anyone risk other subscribers going to that page. But you two, in cahoots, one in the same, one might say.
She has, and they have gone back and forth on Twitter for years. So in her new video, she says she's going to shut down her channel, and it's almost like she's blaming me for it, which it's not. It's not my fault. That if she chooses to shut her channel down, that's fine. But I'm not asking anyone to shut their channels down. I'm asking them to stop harassing Sharla, and I'm asking them to stop harassing me. That it's gotten to a point that their conspiracy to harass, target, and bully has been exposed. Earlier today, I received an email from Chelsea Suarez, who goes by the user CC Suarez. And it's very clear that Renell and Kate are going to try to use CC to put out a hit piece about me. CC is trying to paint this as though my single response on Instagram on Friday and my video I posted the other day is proof that I am harassing and I'm harassing Renell. She has 42 videos about me on her channel as of yesterday. I don't know if she's taken any down. 42 videos, and I am harassing her because I've done one video on Instagram and one video on YouTube, 2 videos on YouTube, 4 videos total in the last few days. And that's due to a legal issue with stalking, a real issue, because they chose to use my face to fundraise when they are the perpetrators, not Sharla, not me. They chose to legally use my face.
Because it's the community. Like you say, your anti-KJ community. You know, they put your face up. Maybe there's a flag. Would you prefer us use a flag? Seeing your face flying in the wind? Might be good. It might be good. Might be good for everyone.
And my image and my likeness, and that's illegal. They are fraudulently raising money when they are the perpetrators. And it doesn't have a court case. But CC Suarez is going to put out a video. By the way, CC, you're blocked now. I want nothing to do with you. And I will not be gaslit into believing and to try to twist the narrative that I get too close to my sources or I've harassed and doxed Renell. And how many videos does Renell have about me on her channel? How many times has Renell talked about my child? How many times has she doxed my child's life? I'm not going to be gaslit that I am somehow attacking Renell. And
how many times have you doxed your child's life? How many times have you shared way too much information about your son? Every time. His story became your story. You stole it. Survival Day. Listen to me. Listen to me. You are such a narcissist, Katie. You want to call everyone else a narcissist? But you are. I wish that Toad would fucking, like, where is Toad? Where is Toad when you're in here? Like, surely he would go, maybe change your jumper, you know? Because we don't know. This could be all the same day. We know it's not, but gosh, the hair.
I'm speaking the truth. I am not the perpetrator here. And my relationships with my sources are none of your business, Cece. If I have close relationships with my sources, who cares? I'm proud of my sources. I love my sources. And you know what? I call Kristen Decker mom because I'm estranged from my mom. And she's been like a mom to me when I haven't had a mom to talk to. And I hope everyone can find that kind of love and kindness in someone. And when you have...
Sorry, I looked away. Was she talking about Sharla being a mum figure to her? No, surely not. Because Katie, I've been working on this hair video, you know, with your hair posts. And so I was talking about Nikki. And so I had to go back and find this old screenshot where you were like, Nikki made me feel beautiful again. And you were like, I hope everyone has a hairstylist out there that can hug you when you're crying, when you don't feel pretty. So now this is your mother Sharla, is it? Was it Sharla? I can't imagine anyone else. Oh, unless it's Shesh. God, I hate to have a lisp and say that. Because at the end of my last live, I showed the screenshot of Katie in Cheshire's chat saying, I'm a big fan of you, my best friend forever. Kiss, kiss, kiss.
Loving relationships like that with your sources, they will learn to, you trust each other. You build relationships. That's not a bad thing. I'm so grateful to all of you that have been so kind and so considerate and so understanding. You have no idea how scary it was to post that video yesterday. I have remained silent on this for years because everyone has bullied me anytime I've tried to speak, and I'm done being bullied. I'm done being intimidated. That email from Cece was just another intimidation tactic of, well, I'm going to put a video out about you. I'm going to try to paint you in a bad light. Is Cece going to address that Renelle has an actual stalking order out against her in the state of Kansas? Is she going to address?
Katie, no one's intention is to make you look bad. But you do. You share stuff that you don't even know what you're sharing. You share stuff that makes you look bad. You know, Katie. Well, if you don't know, well, you'll learn it in the courtroom. Wow, this is not going to help you in your 7M court case. This is going to help 7M because this is what they are dealing with. This is the lengths that you will go to try and control people. And whatever you say, you think is the truth. Renelle's truth can't be the truth. No. Rabbit hole, no, her truth isn't the truth. But your truth is. But you are the one that's constantly being sued for defamation. So, do the little weighing up arms. Why should we trust you?
That Steve has a stalking order out against him? Is she going to address that Aaron has a stalking order out against her? Is she going to address that Veda has a stalking order against her? And is she going to admit that she has been colluding with these same people because she doesn't like me and she is a competitor of mine? I have nothing against Cece. I think Cece could do a good job if she would get out of these weeds. But sticking to, when people will just take the bad position just to be different? I'm starting to believe that anti-KJ isn't anti-me. It's literally anti everything I stand for. It's anti everything I believe in. So
that's you. That's you. Like, what do you mean? They're not separate issues from you. That's who you are. But you don't know who you are. You're a leaf. So depending on who you're copying, you know, how you were copying Gypsy in the last live with your, oh no, not the last live, the why my face hasn't been on camera live. Everything you're saying is contradicting what you do. And God, I feel like we have been here before. If I go back, I'll find videos, probably 2, 3 of this every year since 2020, since 2019, because you don't remember because you're so drunk. And like, yeah, what has CC done? She just did that. Remember how Katie freaked out over the first expose of which was good, but it was the first like higher YouTuber with a bigger following. But yeah, I'll never forget the emails and Katie was threatening her because she can't control anyone. She can't even control herself. She can't control herself from going on these rants, but she wants to control everyone else. Yeah, Katie.
So if I believe abuse is bad, they believe abuse is good. If I say something's a cult, they say it's not a cult. If I say a man has been accused of raping 3 women, they will say 3 women lied about being raped by that man. They will automatically take the opposite position regardless of truth.
Oh my God. Are you fucking serious? I can't. I haven't found my safety looking place yet because I look at your eye and it's raw. It looks so sore. Okay, sorry. No, we're not going down that path. I could spend this whole live talking about her face. It's more important than Steve. I've been here before.
If I say a man has been accused of defrauding banks of $30 million, they will say he sued you for defamation. And I say he's in prison for 12 years right now. They'll say Tati Westbrook sued you. And I'll say Tati and I actually settled. And Tati and I are on good terms. In fact, I was with Tati's lawyers this fall. Yeah, this fall. There's no love lost between Tati and I. If I was on bad terms with Tati, why would I be helping Tati right now? Why would I be helping her with her legal case? Why would I?
What the hell is this about? You did help Tati because you gave up your source. This is what people do. They line up to get to you. Like, it just is known that if you want something said, you can't say it yourself because you care too much about your business and all that. Katie Joy will say it for you. She just doesn't even vet the information, blah, blah, blah. And if she hates Tati enough, she'll just spread it. And that's what she did. Spreading, and she's not close with Tati. Like, Tati is busy bringing Tati Beauty back. You are not on her radar. And I'm pretty sure her lawyers were probably just, nice to your face. And you think everything's fine. Because that's what, that's what Saltsy had to do to you on Twitter. Convince you that you weren't on his radar so that you would continue on doing all the shit you've always done. Providing all the proof that links back to Nat. Because you thought you were just off scot-free. But really, really, you were the puppet master. Why would I have agreed to help her? That is a bunch of bullshit. You don't help women. You're helping because you have done wrong. You're helping take down Swanson or something like that. Hang on. Let's see if someone in chat knows. Yes, she was forced. Yeah, forced to settle. Well, she had to settle. She couldn't even pay Michael Brown, her lawyer, for well after, I don't know, 3 to 4 months, probably longer, after the settlement. Still hadn't paid her lawyer. Oh, that poor guy. Oh, Llama says it was the deposition, not a social meetup. Like she's trying to, yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's got to do with law shit. She's helping there. You're just such a bullshitter. I can't look at you. I'm sorry, I can't. I gotta look away.
I've agreed to help her with her legal case against her business partner. Why would she ask for my help if she thought I was a terrible person and wasn't credible? Think about that. Why did she drop her case against me? Because there was no defamation, and I have nothing against Tati. I wish her and her husband...
They never even got to the defamation stage of the lawsuit. You were fighting jurisdiction. She could have refiled, but oh my God, who would want to deal with that head fuck? That's what I mean. You do this shit to make people not want to deal with you in the courtroom. The amount of shit you did with Nat and all that, attacking and laughing at everyone, and everyone was, well, Katie must be involved, you know? And then as soon as we said that, the next day she got threats. But she was also sharing information, like I've said this before, she'll share like screenshots saying, look, Nat tried to break into my email, but it showed something completely different because she's in a rush to try and get her lies in order. Oh, Katie. Who are you talking about? I wish her and her husband nothing but the best. Oh, Katie, they're not tuned in and they don't care. You are a squashed pea on the bottom of their shoe, and that's all you are.
Nothing but the best. They'll look at me as the problem, but they won't look at, oh, Todd CHRISLEY's in prison. Was I wrong about anything I said about Todd? Did he steal money? Did he cause banks to fail? Was he sentenced to over 12 years in prison? Does the federal government say that he owes them $17 million? Yep, it does. I'm not going to be gaslit, not today. So CC, you can make your video. You're blocked. I will never get another email from you. Do not contact me ever again. And this is me being very honest. Do not contact me. If you contact me again, I'll consider that harassment. It's unwanted contact at this point. You're not a investigative journalist if you're going to email me and claim that people that are actually stalking someone and have an order of protection out and they're the perpetrator, and you're going to make me the bad guy.
Look at you giving investigative journalism advice like you are someone, like you have some great standing in the community, like you are what? Katie, look what you're doing. I can't even imagine CC doing this. I can't even imagine anyone in their right mind doing this without a script, because you're just rattling on the same shit. I can't. We know because we've had to go through this with you on the carousel from hell. But you don't know because you don't grow. So it's round and around and around, the same thing over and over and over. You can't move past it because your brain has not matured. You love this. You love people talking about you, and you love trying to control them, and you love trying to silence them, bully them. 7M will have this live. What do you think about that, Katie? When are you going to be a little bit quiet on your side? Let the lawyers do the work. You know, you pay your lawyer to do the fighting and shit in there, but what does Jennifer think when you get on here? Oh, I can't wait. I'd love to interview her afterwards.
No. Go look at Renelle's channel. Are you so clouded in your anger towards me that everything I do is wrong? And my business practices are none of anyone's business. That actually feels like a business tort of interference. If you try to speak to your competitors about their business practices and how they run their business to get private and secret information, that can be considered trying to interfere in someone's business. That's a...
Are you fucking listening to yourself? I know you're not, because your listening ears are never on. Oh my God, let's just go back. She's giving advice about not interfering with a business. Are you? Oh God. Okay. When the hand goes down, that's when the Katie Joy show begins. Holy shit.
This point, you're not a investigative journalist if you're going to email me and claim that people that are actually stalking someone and have an order of protection out and they're the perpetrator, and you're going to make me the bad guy. No. Go look at Renelle's channel. Are you so clouded in your anger towards me that everything I do is wrong? And my business practices are none of anyone's business. That actually feels like a business tort of interference. If you try to speak to your competitors about their business practices and how they run their business to get private and secret information, that can be considered trying to interfere in someone's business. That's a civil litigation issue. You probably don't want to ask those kinds of questions. And telling someone that your lawyers are going to contact them isn't a threat. That's a consequence for behavior. It's not.
You are so confused. Every action has a reaction. You are never responsible for your own actions that cause so much shit for everyone. And you harm people by doxing them without even understanding the harm. Like, you don't even grasp the magnitude, because it's just playing with people. You don't you're not in reality. You never leave this funeral waiting room. Whereas everyone else has a family. They love their kids. They love their husband. They love their home. They work hard for it. They don't sit there slagging off people for a living. Let's go and have a look at your YouTube in between videos. What are your business practices, Katie? Do you have your business, like, is it pinned to the wall that you follow those practices as you present your work? Did you follow them during your reporting of Von McCrae, where you were just sharing everything? Everything. You were digging so deep. You didn't care. You didn't care who you hurt, even if you were hurting your own business. So what is your business practice? Like, what is it? Always lie, never tell the truth, exaggerate and dramatize. Yep, it's what you do. And when in doubt, stare at the roof. She does not follow. Her business practice is probably whatever's written on the back of a bottle. She's never improved either. Her writing has got worse. Her channel has got worse, like the graphics. She's unable to move, she's unable to grow. She's unable to paint her walls. Like, that should give you some indication of growth, learning, evolving. No, It's still the casting couch and it's still the bio-green walls. And no fringe, still no fringe.
Not a threat if someone says, I'm going to have my lawyer contact you. Is that you made the choice to keep going and going and going after you were told to stop, not me. And I still haven't had my lawyers contact anyone because I'm trying to handle this the best way I know how, which is exposing the truth. If you need me to post the entire moderator call from that September 23rd, 2023, I'll post the whole damn thing. Nikki's on it. Veda's on it. Steve is on it. Megan's on it. The only reason Erin's not on it is because she's at work. But Erin was clearly discussed a lot. Renelle was not on it, and was not on it. He is on Steve's channel, on his panel, talking about me. He has a folder on her channel, and she had 42 videos about me. Created a GoFundMe with my name and image, and said that I was sending an unstable stalker to her to take down her channel. No, I don't work for Sharla, but they wanted me to like notice so badly that it made me invested to see, oh my God, this woman is being abused and stalked and harassed by these people. Sharla's a victim. She's a survivor from the IBLP. She doesn't deserve this because why? She told you guys no?
But you only know Sharla's side. You don't know what we've seen. You don't know what she has done to others, as if she's going to admit that to you. She's going to play into your Katie helps the victims, Katie helps people that used to be in cults, survivors. And then regardless of what her actions have been to cause this, nah, she's innocent. You know, guys, she's a CSA survivor. That must mean she's innocent. She's absolutely innocent. I'm standing behind her. Why don't you just go have a look on Twitter, put her name into Twitter and have a look, because you don't want to see the truth. You only want to see your truth. That's why you're silencing everyone who's trying to tell the truth. Listen to me. I sound like I've been stuck on the carousel for too long, doesn't it? Yeah. I think did I say the same thing 3 times, ending with the truth? This isn't the truth, Katie. That's probably what I was trying to say.
Because you had a disagreement about a Facebook group? There are huge problems in the world, and this is not a reason to go stalking someone. And she's not being retaliatory when you're digging into her private life and posting all of her private details online, and she's not a public figure.
Oh my God. Katie. That's what you did to Down the Rabbit Hole. That's what you've done to everyone else. I mean, if they don't use their name in a public forum and you go and bring it over from a personal page and then post it with intent to harm, that's doxing. That is doxing. And you think you're above the law? You really think you're above the law? You really aren't. This is delusional. This is absolutely... Why couldn't you just wear a different top? You know, it's very... Oh, she denies. Because she doesn't know what doxing is. She denies every dox. I mean, she thinks that people are doxing her son. What the hell does she think doxing is? You've doxed so many people, Katie. Even innocent people in reports, the whole Brian Laundrie thing with that lady in the car. And then so many others. There's been so many, even minors. Or the medical records of minors that you showed. No care. Actually, I think you even doxed your son's doctor by sharing all his meds when you went on your show and tell. And look at all these. Look at all these and these. I mean, gosh, my son's really sick. Okay. Being in the bed next to you would be, wouldn't it?
There's a thing called invasion of privacy, and private citizens have a right to privacy. And Charlotte was a private citizen. She's a public figure. There's a thing called invasion of privacy.
Ew! She just like wiped her finger across her bottom infected lip and then wiped whatever she wiped off her lips in her hair. I wish I wasn't so observant.
And private citizens have a right to privacy. And Charlotte was a private citizen. She's not a public figure.
And like, doesn't matter what I do. What was that accent? Oh, God, Katie. How can you not realize that down the rabbit hole? Don't you understand that other people have rights? Even people on Twitter have rights to be anonymous. No one's out there with their real name. Only you, because you want the attention. You want to be known. Have you Googled your name? Pretty well known. You're pretty well known. Oh, hey, Ginger. Ginger says, does she not know that S buddied up to people on X going off about, oh, it's saying Sharla? Yeah. Going off about the info she has on KJ. She was going to expose KJ. Isn't it weird how that's how it really all starts? Even with like Nat and little Miss Noble, wasn't there something there like exposing KJ? Well, yeah, there was a lot. Well, I hope they do. I hope Letitia does something. Jen says, I wonder if Miss Letitia or Marvin Sr. would consider a public or private, or would be considered a public or private figure. They are. She went through so much, their finances, their car registration, like, Jen continues, because I'm pretty sure a lot of their personal and private information was doxed by Katie. Yep. When is she going to learn? When is she going to learn? But I think it's because she doesn't care about anyone. Like, even when she got doxed for the whole SL thing, when they put her on that DoxBin site, like her whole family and everything, that didn't stop her. That didn't stop her. And it didn't even register that that's what doxing is. And so she continues to do it without even realizing that she's putting people in harm and their families, who they care about, which is way more important than this crap. Katie has never got offline, ever, through that whole Nat thing, everything. God, really shows who you are, Katie. I mean, you can sit blank face while your husband's yelling at your son and your son's crying upstairs and we hear it, but you're just blank face, not even, no motherly instinct, nothing. No need to protect your son. You're not on mummy duty that night.
And drag me through the mud, say all these things, but I'm not going to be gaslit today. That's all I'm saying. I'm very grateful for the wide response from people that are seeing this for what it is. And I don't think any of these people anticipated that I would ever speak out, because I sat silent for so many years. And every time I did speak out, they would bully me and intimidate me to try to take my videos down. And that's what they're trying to do to me today. And I'm not going to take my video down anymore. I'm not going to live this place where I'm told that I'm hated. I'm not going to be told and gaslit and made to feel that like I'm the problem when I've done nothing wrong. If you don't agree with how told and gaslit and made to feel that like I'm the problem when I've done nothing wrong.
So your body agrees with you that you are the problem. But yeah, you've done nothing wrong. Of course, Katie, not you. I mean, you are in a lawsuit at the moment. You've done nothing wrong. I'm kind of speechless. It's absolutely ridiculous. Oh, yeah, she's high. Definitely. This is what happens. Gets so high off, well, she abuses her Adderall. And the meth high it's godlike. You feel like you can do anything and get away with it. I can't imagine being a narcissist as well, because that must just push it more to the extreme. And yeah, like I know like about meth addiction because I've overcome it. 8 years, I think I was addicted, but thank God, like I made it to the other side and I still have my mind intact so I can like help people understand what addiction does to someone. But of course, like I've never, Katie's got narcissism. I mean, she's got a lot going wrong for her, hasn't she? Okay, I'm going to look at her eye. It just, oh, fuck, look at that. Is that what you meant? Or pause it and look at her eyes. I can't. It's so shiny. Do you know she's still highlighting on the brow bone? Look at it compared to that. What is, it looks like it's gonna, has it filled up with pus? Okay, look. Llama, I was finally not talking about the eye. I was like, hey, this is a great angle, isn't it? When I've done nothing wrong.
If you don't agree with how I run my channel, don't watch it. If you don't agree with the coverage that I have, you have a really easy thing you can do. You just turn off the channel. I don't watch creators I don't like, and I certainly don't obsess about what they're doing in their private lives. Why would I?
This whole live is you obsessing over other people and what they're doing and what they're saying, and you trying to control what they're saying, and you trying to say whatever Charlotte tells me, that's the truth, but you don't really know what's going on, the big picture, because your brain is so small and fried from your substance abuse, your alcoholism. You're just not living in reality. You're going to court in less than 4 weeks. Well, just over 4 weeks. You should be worrying about that. You shouldn't be on here creating more lawsuits just to get your kick, because you're addicted to online drama, because you feed off it. You literally fiend it. You fiend for it. That's what the carousel from hell is. We know your behavioral pattern. And I just cannot believe that Steve is still the most common word coming out of your mouth 5, 6 years later. When you took Kyle's side, Kyle was a con. Like he was lying to you. Kyle stole the money from the Sequitur show. And even though Steve was telling you that, nah, I back Kyle. He wouldn't lie to me. He wouldn't lie to me. And then you find out that he lied to you. You always trust the wrong people, Katie. Yep, the wrong people that want to just use you.
Spend time worrying about what another creator is doing that covers the same content as me. I didn't even know Katie's name until Thursday of last week. You don't get to play victim, Renelle. And if you're going to use Cece as your vehicle to try to take me down, it's not going to work. I'm not afraid of Cece. I'm not afraid of any of you anymore. And I'm not going to be.
You are. And you know how I can tell? Because of this live. You are rattled. Like I said in my last live, you are the most insecure YouTuber ever. You care way too much about what other people are saying about you. You've never reached that blissful age, you know, where you don't give a fuck about people. You are still stuck in the teenage mentality. Tit for tat, one up, throwing people under the bus. What a waste of energy. What a waste of energy. And this is what you choose to do. You love it. Avoiding your son, avoiding your husband. You don't care. You're all in. You're putting all your money on this. I wonder what Jennifer's. Do you reckon, did you send this to Jennifer? I reckon 7M lawyers might have sent it to Jennifer. Control your client. Control your client.
Gaslit. When you don't have a response to the actual allegation, they say that narcissists deflect and project. When you can't answer to the accusation and actually say, yes, I've been caught, their response is going to be to attack me and to attack Sharla.
And that's exactly what you did with 7M. You will not admit to what you've done. Dragged them, slandered them. Business destruction, all that crap, Katie? But no, you think you are doing good. You're spreading the word. You're letting everyone know. And then you go into deflection mode. Start going after Shin harder. Taunting him. Because you are a god, aren't you? You're Katie the god.
But you're not going to attack me today. I have real people that I'm working with, real victims of cults, real victims that are going through horrific abuse, real survivors that I'm working with and helping and getting their stories out and spreading awareness about what's happening in their groups. That's real life. I'm helping women in these advocacy groups by raising money for holding out help and contributing financially to them so that they can get counselors to help women flee polygamy. I've donated to Hope After Polygamy to help them raise scholarship money for women and men that escape polygamy.
You've shared the address and a photo of a DV safe house. Nowhere in any of your videos in the description do you share support groups, safe houses, counselors. You aren't there for the survivors. You are there to get stories to further manipulate people by using those stories and sharing them and playing with your hair and getting off on other people's details. You are not trained to be an advocate. You have not been trained with how to deal with people that have gone through trauma. You haven't been trained how to interview them. You haven't been trained what words not to use. You don't have the correct qualifications to be where you think you are. And it's all bullshit, Katie, because one Google search, no one is emailing you. No one is reaching out to you. You are evil. You take their stories and you steal them. You take their stories and you exaggerate them. One of the dancers that are suing in the LA court case, you took one of their stories and you exaggerated it to the point where it wasn't even their story. It was the Katie Joy show. That's what you do.
Why don't you do something like that? Why don't you actually help victims instead?
Why don't you go and learn? Go to a course. Get verified. Get the credentials to match the label that you want to wear so desperately. So are you an advocate now for victims? You've just given up that journalist dream? The judge? You failed to prove that you were a journalist because your work does not reflect it. Your work does not reflect any journalistic code of practice. So, how you're saying my business practice, blah, blah, blah. What? SIFT not needed, information free flow activated. You don't know what is important information and what is worthless and what they need to know and what they don't need to know. And you share shit that harms people because you've harmed me twice. I know, look at me, I'm still here. Why? I don't know.
Instead of making yourselves the victim that you're not. I'm not going to play the victim here. I am an actual victim of harassment, bullying, and a cyber gang stalking, but I'm not going to play the victim. I'm just going to say I'm done being bullied. And I'm done with you bullying Sharla, and I'm done with you bullying other creators. And I've never said any of you have to shut your channels down. If you need to shut your channels down because you're afraid of legal consequences because of all of these restraining orders, because you think I might sue you, I can't tell you what to do. I have zero interest in going to court with anyone. What I do have interest in is all of you finding content that has nothing to do with me, because I'm done being your punching bag. You can disagree with me all day long. You can disagree with my content. You can do 1 or 2 videos about it. But if you're going to make your whole channels about me, I'm not done with that anymore.
And now you know what the sister wives are going through, what the sister wives' kids are going through, what the Duggar women have gone through, what the Duggars, I mean, you can't dictate what other people do on their channel. I've never been a hate channel, Katie. I point out your addiction, your alcoholism, because I know that, and your behavior. I'm obsessed with reading body language. I wish everyone was mute, you know? But your body language, oh my God, screams louder than anything that comes out of your mouth. And every time you say something, your body contradicts that. So just by, wiping your hair, we know that that's one of your tells. And you do that after you lie because you need to reassure yourself, That's your ego, your mane. You think you're a big, vicious lion? Katie, we're not scared of you. We were never scared of you. You've never had the power over anyone. And you saying that everyone is a cyber bully, look it up. Try and find some connection deep in yourself. You aren't the preferred. I just fell into this. But then you're very easy to use your videos and show the proof. You are your own evidence. You have overshared everything in your life because you need that gratification. You need other people's response to make you. That's how I need to be response. That's me. I'm happy. Everyone says you look happy. I must be happy. Leaf? Who is this person? Because if you've forgotten you've done this every year since 2019, on and on and on it goes. You never learn, you never grow. The carousel from hell. I can't. What is this? What is this, Katie?
Thank you to everyone that's been really kind about Sharla. I did reach out to her after I made the video, and after I posted it, she did not ask me to do it. And she was just very overwhelmed with the support. And she was so grateful to see so many kind comments to her.
I find it weird that you reached out to her after you did the video, not like you should have ran everything past her first. Or is it because you're in control? You're the one in control. You've taken the reins. You've drank all the Kool-Aid. LLAMA, and why am I shocked? I'm always shocked at how more delusional she becomes. And I thought by now, Katie, you would have come through your senses. I thought that your reality check-in point would have been when the judge said that you weren't a journalist. But then you just kept saying, no, the judge says that I am. My lawyer said I am. Wake up. Run things past Toad first or something.
Because she has felt so alone for a very long time and battered and scared. And for her to have her voice heard and spoken and shared on a larger platform like mine gave her like it validated what she was going through. And if anyone knows what she's going through right now, it's me, because it's happened to me. What you're watching them do to her right now is what happened to me. And no amount of gaslighting is going to change the fact that I had a restraining order out against Steve, Tina, different at one point, lawsuits against Steve, an NDA against Steve. Steve has a long history of harassing and intimidating women and using other women to do his dirty work, and then accusing everyone else of being the psychos and the gaslighters and the narcissists. Steve's a narcissist. And this is what a narcissist does. And this is what narcissist abuse is.
See how you rolled your lips in? Don't say too much, narcissist. Oh, Katie, you are something. Saying that like, oh, I've been through exactly what Charla'S going through. Like, you've just made your story her story without even really understanding what her story is. I don't, you know, you are Charla'. You and Charla are the same person. Oh, Nini, I didn't know that did she dox you as well? Oh, it's definitely the whole delusion, living in oblivion, the substance abuse, the alcoholism, and getting away with that. Getting away with being able to self-indulge in her vices for well over 2 decades, like she said, with not getting in trouble, like not being held accountable for choosing her vices over her son, not being accountable for the neglect for what her son went through because she was drinking mead. Oh, God. Okay, well, yeah, we got to almost at the end, and then she comes back to correct herself.
And he's injured. Whatever is going on with his ego, he's going to do whatever he can to protect it. I have to go back to doing my video. But again, thank you all so much. Bye, guys. I need to correct something, y'all. Apparently, I said it was LLAMA that was closing her channel, but I need to correct something, y'all. Apparently, I said it was LLAMA that was closing her channel, but it's from down the rabbit hole at night, bedtime. I sent her an email yesterday. I did. And in my email, I told her that I am not involved with Charla McIver. I asked her to remove her videos about me because her videos are slanderous. She accuses me of crimes. I pointed out to her.
Oh my God, like, oh my God. Why, like, do you reckon she sanitized her eyeshadow brushes before she put them away, or will she use the same ones tomorrow, unaware that bacteria all over them, all over the eye primer, all over the concealer, all over the eyebrow, whatever pencil? Like, I can't, Katie, I did one of my things where I look at your face up close and personal with the neon sheet, and I just had to close everything and run. I ran out of the house. Because yes, you can only see surface level. You can't see below the surface. Well, that's what surface levels means. But Katie, I said it both ways, so you got like serious shit going on. And it's all down here and around your face because it's where your fingers have been. And you've spread it. And up in here, you can literally, because I believe she has hookworm from the dogs and the animals. You can see them in her skin. You can see them jumping out of her eyes. I know, don't check my Twitter. No, I haven't shared it yet because I don't want it to be real. It's fucking gross. Oops, not that button. Oh, sugars. Where am I? Okay, hang on. Shit. No. Enter.
In my email to her that she stated in a video that I was more dangerous than a man that is presently being accused of rape and human trafficking in court and has had 3 women file charges against him for rape. I reminded her that I've never raped, sexually assaulted, or human trafficked anyone. And that's actually malice and slander.
Oh my God, what a way. Who answers like that? Who answers? Oh my God.
Or human trafficked anyone. And that's sexually assaulted him for rape. I reminded her that I've never raped, sexually assaulted, or human trafficked anyone. And that's actually malice and slander. I explained to her that she fraudulently raised money using my name and my likeness. I told her that's fraud.
No, it isn't. Because you didn't read what the GoFundMe was about. Yes, they used your face to represent the community. But oh my God, you talk big shoes for someone who has not read the Minnesota statute for cyber harassment. My gosh, you're so dumb. You're talking big girl words, but you are stuck in your teenage mentality. We are all grown up. Peter Pan. We've all grown up. We're all mature. Well, some of us, you know. My gosh. Like I said, you're the only one in the courtroom, 7M, that's not a professional, doesn't have a professional career. Maybe you are a professional person, though.
I told her that she fraudulently obtained money by telling subscribers that I was sending an unstable stalker to her to harass her by taking her to court. She led people to believe that I was sicking an unstable person on her to take her down. And today she's doubling down and claiming my request that she remove her content about me is somehow my fault for why her channel is closing. I told her in my email that she should go on and continue to make the content that she makes. Talk about sister wives, talk about the Duggars, talk about all of those things that you were talking about. Just
God, there's so much more to the world than those two, but we are talking about your pea brain. But what do you do when anyone starts covering what you do? Tear them down.
don't talk about me. Because when you talk about me, you're saying things that are categorically false and verifiably untrue. And you're fraudulently taking money from people under the pretense that you're a victim when you're not the victim. And you've used my name and likeness to do that. You've interfered in my business. That's actually a business tort, which I explained to her. I told her as a
Holy fuck, you are so annoying, Katie. Read the 7M papers. Grow up, get a brain, get this off. I mean, you came on to do a correction and you just want to continue because this is all you've got. Your husband doesn't listen to you. You are so insecure about people talking about you because you don't know who you are. So when people tell you who you are, you're like, that's not me. I am legit. I am trustworthy. I'm credible. I'm Katie Joy taking down the cults. That's a delusion. I saw Llama Girl said that she got her lips done again. I can't believe it either that they let her into that place. That's why I think she might be doing it herself because they would be breaking health regulations, letting someone with a MRSA infection into their clinic, which can spread the health department. Like she's putting so many people at risk. Imagine walking around like this thinking that it's fine. It'd be fine if it was just the ingrown hair. but she's touching it. She's wiping her lips constantly, and it's along there too. And you can see how red and raw it is. Like, it looks sore, but I don't think she can feel her face, because it's like something that happens when you're drunk for so long, you can't feel your face. And I don't think she can smell either, because that's why the kitty litter's in the bedroom.
Competitor, it's actually illegal to cause harm to another business or another creator in order to improve your business. So for instance, I learned about.
For instance, let's take Without a Crystal Ball, the YouTuber, right? She believes that 7M and Shekinah Church are a cult controlling these TikTok dancers. And she's got it in her brain that Robert Shin, the leader, the pastor, because I don't know how to say it, is dictating everything, and he controls them and he grooms them and he traffics them, and it's all for his own benefit. Yeah. So Katie Joy goes in there and she says, oh no, they're a cult, and starts contacting the sponsors, getting them to drop them, getting in the way of how these people make money, destroying their public character, because Katie believes they're a cult. She's doing well. She's doing good. She is Katie Joy, professional journalism. She wouldn't share anything that was not true. And she's getting all the information from allegedly stuff that isn't even proven in court yet from another court case. So, Katie, let's see what you have learned. It would have been good. Did Jennifer teach you this? Did she say, sit down, Katie, we're going to talk?
About this. When I have been through all these lawsuits, I've learned things. For instance, Coca-Cola can't start making videos or commercials saying that Pepsi is terrible. They can't go out and put out Pepsi's formula so that people will drink Coca-Cola.
Oh my God, this is advertising 101. Actually, I think that's one of the courses, that's one of the units you study if you did journalism. But yeah, this is advertising 101. Are you really that dumb that you are only just learning this information now? Are you fucking serious?
They can't put out slanderous pieces and say Pepsi's poison so that people will drink Coke. That would be business interference. They're attempting to slander and ruin the credibility of Pepsi in order to have people drink Coke. It would be no different than Louis Vuitton saying Gucci is trash. Gucci uses whatever. You can't attack and discredit and try to destroy your competitor to improve yourself. That's called business interference.
And we better do the crossover, stroke that hair with the opposing hand just to comfort ourselves. Are we right, Katie? Are we right? No. Apply that to your own situation. If you've been through so many lawsuits, you know. What did you do to 7M? Business interference. Loss of income. You're so dumb. I cannot believe how pea-brain you are. But I mean, I can, but it's just a lot, you know? I don't think she's ever got her listening ears on. Sis Kate. Is everyone called Kate now? How many Katies are there? Do you know what? Like, at one time, I had 6 Claires in my phone. So many Claires. Now it's Katie. I hope that V is not in her bed, but we know she is. I mean, he is. But we know that Katie's probably not cleaning her sheets, keeping up with the sanitizing of everything, trying to kiss him. She tried to kiss her son when she had the first boil in 2020. I'll link all these videos down below where we've been on the carousel from hell. And yeah, I might just share the videos of like her, just the same thing over and over. This has to stop. My stalker called CPS on me. But she doesn't understand it's what she shares. That's what gets people worried. Like, having no self-awareness. That should be a disorder. I've never come across anyone like Katie. Oh, oops. Katie, you are fascinating.
Nothing I'm doing today is interfering in your business. I'm simply saying what you're saying about me is false. You've categorically led people to believe something that is false. I've asked you to publicly say that I'm not attached to this stalker. I've asked you to correct the fraud that you've committed. I think you all should return the money that you fundraised fraudulently. If people have taken money have donated money to you all, to these creators, you should request a refund from GoFundMe, and you can report the fundraiser for fraud. You can also file a police report if you want. That's a consequence of a fraudulent fundraiser.
But only you have deemed it fraudulent. GoFundMe hasn't deemed it fraudulent, just Katie Joy. So can we report you every time you tell your followers to report it for fraud? People have the right to defend themselves. Friends of those people have a right to raise money for them. That's what people do. Just because you've got no support network, you've got no friend that you can call up, you can't even talk to your husband. Just because you're jealous, people are raising money to fight. Are you rattled, Katie? Because you've got no fight. All you've got is big words. You know, once you get in the courtroom, the judge will see what's really happening.
And me explaining what the consequences are of an action is not a threat. It's a consequence of an action. You chose to make a decision to go down a path where you decided that I was the bad one, you said that you needed to take me down. That was your goal. You wanted to destroy me. That was Steve's goal. I have audio of you on a panel with Steve. There's a video on Cheshire's channel of you saying, I met Steve in October. He defended me to Sharla. He told Sharla, I'm not like Katie Joy. You admitted that you told Steve that Sharla might have mental illness and people should leave her alone. But you also tried to use your RN license number to obtain psychological information about Sharla by contacting her therapist. Sharla sent you an email to prove to you that she doesn't have the mental illnesses that Steve claims. A therapist went out of her way to write a letter to people that didn't deserve it to say that she was being treated for complex PTSD.
Why would you bring this up? Why would you bring this up? It's not relevant. But you just want to bring up someone else, regardless if it's Sharla or anyone, talking about their mental illness, like you know and you have a right to. It's disrespectful.
You chose to take that letter that she sent to you in confidence and blast it all over the internet. You also admitted in a comment on, I believe, Cheshire's page that you contacted the therapist's office to verify that this was true. You wanted information about her medical history and provided them your license number for your RN, which is actually illegal.
Do you know what else is illegal? Sharing a minor's medical exam results and records. You shared SL's medical, like a 9-year-old, 10-year-old girl's results from getting a R kit done. Publicly monetized, pocketed that money too. You did a fraudulent Ronald McDonald House fundraiser straight to your PayPal. The amount of fraud that you are committing on a daily basis, you project that onto other people. You are not above anyone. My gosh. You can't make money because you need to spend it. You need to pay people. So you're jealous of anyone else that's raising money for their court fees. That's what you should have been doing with all your money that you've been making all these years, instead of having a good time at Sephora buying NARS pots over and over, criticizing people for not being able to do their makeup, but you can do it bloody perfect.
You tried to bypass, from my understanding, HIPAA laws to obtain medical information about Sharla, someone that has nothing. Why? Why are you trying to dig into her past by getting her medical information? You could have a successful channel, but what you're doing is not it. And don't blame me. I said to you, you can have a successful channel. My subscribers, do you know how many people on my video from yesterday said to me, I just wish she would go back to how she was. She was so funny. I loved her videos before she started going down this trail. You know how many people told me they stopped and unsubscribed because of what you were doing and how you appeared to be getting more and more deep into.
Do you know how it looked like all those comments were from a bot? Because they all had the same script, the same general words were in every post that said they used to watch Down the Rabbit Hole, and then they started talking about you, so they unsubscribed. Same thing over and over and over again. It's like the same thing that happens when people say, Katie, you're such a good journalist, you vet everything. You know, those comments. I never comment, but I'm just going to say, Katie, I don't follow any other channel. You're my go-to because you always have the correct information. Yeah, they're bots. You've set that up. It's fucking ridiculous, the lengths you go to. Everything you are accusing everyone of, you're guilty of. It's, one day maybe you'll see the bigger picture, but you'll be in a closed off room with one bed and one toilet. And your cellmate will be CHRISLEY. Can you imagine? He would be protesting.
To a conspiracy that was just unhealthy. They just wanted you to talk about the Duggars and sister wives. They wanted your funny videos about Cody's fifth wife. They loved the satire and the goofiness. And then somewhere along the line, your content got filled with hate and vitriol, and they didn't want to hear it anymore. And they didn't want to hear us fighting. And I don't want to fight with you. You crossed a line. You crossed a boundary. You used my image. You used my name.
That's really what it's about. That is what it's about. You just cannot control people. Oh, yeah, in a straitjacket. So can you imagine how irritating that would be for her? She won't be able to itch. She won't be able to stroke her hair. She won't be able to pick her feet. Oh, Katie. Sometimes that's how we learn.
And you told people that I was sending a stalker to you to harass you. You made people feel like I was putting your life in danger. So if you're dealing with that consequence, that's on you. You can.
And I can't wait for the consequence to meet you for what you did, the doxing, because you've done it so many times. I just like this time you did it when 7M eyes are on you, when you are in a court case. Because you don't care, you got no awareness of what's going on. You're so rattled telling someone else how to run their channel when you can't report on anything else except the Duggars and sister wives. And Katie, it's not like it's good videos. I mean, you are quantity over quality. Do you know that everyone else that makes videos, they don't make that video on the day? You make 3 videos a day and upload them. I mean, you took what, a week or whatever off. You could have made videos so you could just have them set up to go out at certain times, but you would rather rush it, not have any quality, and just same old crap over and over and over. Robin's eyebrows, Christine, oh my God, they're getting married. Oh my God, Cody's perm. It's like, oh, ridiculous. At least everyone else has actual content and are creators. Nothing you do is creative. Like if you think that whole smoke thing with the glitter looks good. You need to come out of 2007. I think it's even 90s.
Remove the videos about me and go on and continue to make your videos. And if you're going to put your head in the sand because you believe your mission is to destroy me and you're going to give up your YouTube career for that, I feel bad for you. What are your kids going to say when they find out what mom was doing?
Yeah, what will your husband say? What will V say when they find out that instead of working hard, you've been working hard to drive your business into the swamp, to destroy it? You've never cared about your business. You've never cared what a Google search of your name brings up. You've never cared. Like, I mean, the whole Von McCrae thing, sharing information just willy-nilly, no sifting, everything. And you were digging deep. Like, did you need to dig up Letitia's financials? Did you need to go that deep? Like, you are saying this to other people, asking them why they did this. Did you? It just does my head in. You're just not with it. So you're trying to teach us we are more clicked on. We also don't have a MRSA infection on our face, which is probably affecting us. It's affecting you neurologically because you can't stop drinking. You can't give up your vices. Oh, Autistic Shield. I appreciate it. Cactus high five. Oh, are you Canadian? Are you Canadian? I love that. One of my good friends lives in Canada. Oh, yeah. Is it Valentine's Day? Is Steve's birthday on Valentine's Day? Katie, you know, I should have been more prepared and sent you a Valentine's Day card to your son. No. Oh, that's a bit weird. It's just awful. No, I agree. Shannon Ward says, my heart breaks for Rabbit and Ranelle. They seem so good, and this gross thing is destroying their lives. With no care in the world. Talking about boundaries being crossed. How many boundaries does Katie Joy cross? She wouldn't even know a boundary if it had a label on it saying boundary.
You could have done something good. It's not my fault if you close your channel. So it's, you know Steve. Stop lying to people that you know Steve. Stop deceiving people that you don't know Steve. Stop deceiving others. Stop pretending like I've doxed you and harassed you and stalked you. Just stop. You did this, not me.
And lucky for us, we've got it on video because that's how dumb you are. So thanks, Paulson. Let's get another smile. Let's get another smile. Come on.
And I want you to have success. And this is not the way to do it. And I think my subscribers would love to see you go back to how things were. And if you need to leave because you don't want to get sued, that's your choice.
She's doing what any mother would do, protecting her family. Her family comes first over all this bullshit. It's never come first for you. Your son or your husband or your safety has never come first for you, Katie. You've never taken yourself offline. You've been bullied, harassed, stalked. You said it. But you've never taken yourself offline. You've just kept continuing to poke the bear because it's another drug for you, your online addiction. You feed off it. I mean, this is how you get it on.
Never said you needed to shut down your channel. Never. I guess you value more your hatred for me than your career. And that makes me sad.
What? What are you saying?
You know, you were worried about SHARLA'S mental health. Maybe it's time for you to check in with your mental health provider. Maybe
you need to go see a doctor in person. Not using telehealth anymore, which is your preferred way to talk to the doctor, convincing them you have a sinus infection when you should have known. mean, she admitted from May to July neglecting this staph infection, just left it to grow, infest in her face, get worse. Because she's been doing this, getting in other people's business. And she's nonsense, no, but she's in there somewhere, you know? She's got her hand in that basket.
You're going through something. Maybe you need help. Maybe you need to talk to someone, because the choices you're making right now don't make a lot of sense to me.
Your choices do not make a lot of sense. Oh, actually, make so much sense. Your actions are of a guilty woman, rattled, a narcissist clinging on to the last bit of control she thinks she has, because you believe that you've got power over us, that we listen to you and we go, oh my God, I'm so shook. I'm so scared. I'm so scared of Katie Joy, you know? From now on, the baby sleeps in the crib. I don't know why my brain wanted to say that, but I will be having those nightmares tonight, just with what's going on upstairs in your brow. Oh, God, you're worried about this. No more lives. Go have a shower. Get out of this top. Why, get some more tops. Is that the only one you brought with you? How long have you been in that room for? Did you sleep in there?
And I mean it. But I'm going to stand up for myself, and I'm going to stand up for Sharla.
But you're sitting down. You never stand up. You hate standing up. You love to talk big words in your drinking chair. That's where you've been for the past 2 decades, sitting there watching life pass you by, drinking down your booze, abusing your Adderall, thinking you can get away with it, taking trazodone at night because that's your happy place. Oh, and she gives her son more trazodone than she takes because she can't get her son to sleep, because she's an alcoholic with no patience. So her son is addicted to the screen as well. And yeah, 11 years and counting. Yeah. It's like Susie says, does she think Rabbit will watch her crappy video, her crappy live vid? She literally thinks we're all tuned in and just waiting on your words. Oh, Katie, you are the righteous one. You are the most credible, the most qualified. And I do look to you for which direction to go in life. But unfortunately, I have a brain. I know. And I have a mouth, and they work together. One takes the information in and processes it, and then it comes out of my mouth. I might not sound smart all the time, you know, but I am more clicked on than you. I'm more present. I'm more grounded. I'm not living in delusional oblivion world. Ego, running wild, high as a kite, really feeling yourself, feeling like you are someone of importance, an advocate. Yeah, that's what. Helping people. You can't even help yourself. You can't even advocate for yourself. You can't even silence yourself, but you want to silence everyone else and you want to control everyone else, don't you, Katie? But you can't control yourself. What did we learn here today, Katie? Coca-Cola? No, we've already learned about Coca-Cola. I'm sorry. Should we call Toad? Maybe we should get Toad on the phone. Toad, what the fuck? What are you doing? Why are you not checking everything that Katie shares? But he believes her. He's been emasculated. She dominates him. I wonder what they're doing on Valentine's Day. Do you reckon? Oh, wait, was it last year? No, it wasn't last year, but I feel like it should have been every year when he gave her the alfoil, the alfoil roses. Oh my God, like I thought you couldn't get any more shit. But then you did when he did the artwork for who took over doing artwork. Oh, yeah, but I don't think she knows. I wish she knew how much she lies. She really does think that what she says is the truth, but she has to lie to herself to get to that truth. It really is. Oh no! Oh no! I accidentally banned TK. Oh, she's going to kill me. How do I unban her? Oh no! How do I? Oh no! Oh, shit! I just banned my mod. So let me just have a look. Are we done? Are you going to give us a peace sign? That's a bit rude. Where's the peace sign? Oh, look at your face. You'd think you'd be happy having said everything you need to say. But no, you still look like, you know, a car crash. You look like you've been in a car crash and you've hit your head on the dashboard. Oh, Toad should. Oh, because he has to look after V. Llama just said, like, I think she tells him that he can't attend due to V being so medically fragile. Surely it would happen during school hours if V really is leaving the house. Oh, her eye. But just for anyone, like, she thinks she's above everyone, but can't even see, put two and two together. If I go on live and everyone sees me and I've still got this MRSA infection, they're going to think that I'm prioritizing all this online drama over my own health and I'm neglecting it. Yeah. Yeah. Because it's bigger. You need antibiotics. You need so much more. Like, you need to go into hospital and have it drained. They're going to drain everything, even your Botox, even your filler. Oh, no. And then they'll go, oops, nope, let's put that one back in because we took too much. Oh, Katie, what a bunch of bulldang, really. Are you proud? Did you lay down in bed that night and just go, I've done a good job today. Like, I don't need no scripts. I'm Katie Joy. I ad-lib everything. I don't go round in circles. No, I grow and I mature and I deal with things on a different level than I did previous because I've learned. No. It's the same shit as 2020, 2009. It's the same stuff. It's just more people are being used and abused and dragged into it. Oh, that's what I was going to do. Like, unblock TK. But I don't know. Well, might just have to finish it. Like, I've done 1 hour, 40 minutes. Still shorter than the Barbie movie, though. Oh, my God. Anyone watch the Barbie movie? I cannot believe how long that was. Okay, I think I've spoken about that before. Oh, Shannon says, and Manya, is it Manya? Manya, inform me it's illegal to have an opinion that's slanderous in the US. So it's now illegal to have a different opinion than KJ. Must have an awesome legal team on their side. It's really ridiculous. They rely on people not knowing to lie. They really do rely on people not knowing and then not going and looking it up. Like the stuff with her son. Like, I had to research and stuff and really figure out what was going on. And then in the process, I found out, like, it took me so long. It took me like 3 years to realize that I had the same disorder as he has, like, for the digestive system, and like both born prem. And so I had the delays that he had, but difference is I had a mum that was like patience and a mum that wanted to be a mum, and my mum like only put like her kids first. And Katie didn't have that. I mean, V didn't have that with Katie. She was still in active addiction, still active alcoholism, and they neglected him. He spent like the first 3.5 years, he was going to daycare Monday to Friday. And then on the weekends, they had to parent, but they didn't really parent. She wrote about waking up hungover and couldn't even do much. Imagine a medically fragile child being raised by addicts who don't like prioritize their son and won't even go and get help for their anger issues, their non-patience. Like, Toad got sober, but with Katie still drinking. If anyone ever watched like Celebrity Rehab, like that was the one thing, like with like there's no way that you can ever become sober if your partner is still drinking. Can you imagine how hard that would have been for him? But she's so selfish. Oh, anyway, I'll link her old articles that I've read down below, and I'll have a bunch of links. Make sure you guys check them out. Yes. Well, I heavily drinking, but then it's still, she just continued. She never gave up. I can't believe he was making mead. Like, he started making mead and then they started drinking more. So the more they drank, the more he made. Can you believe that kind of... Oh, it's ridiculous. I'll link that article. It's called On the Verge. When I was on the verge of becoming an alcoholic mum, but it is like Confession of an Alcoholic. Yeah, because when you don't have... Oh, TK, there you are. I'm so sorry. I accidentally banned you. Look, she's laughing because that's the only response you've got now, isn't it? I was like, I just banned my mod. I don't know how it happened. And then I obviously got distracted talking and I was like, look, I need to unblock TK. But we're at the end now. I can't. I'm so sorry. Oh, did it say Cactus Bill has banned you? Oh my God. Oh, sending Cactus hugs. I'm sorry. I think I've done that to you a few times. Better you than Goose. No. Although, where is Goose? She's a bit silent. Did I do it? Oh, guys, take care. And yeah, hopefully no more lies from Katie so we can do something else. I don't want to look at this jumper again. I want to look at fresh hair washed with that shampoo that grows your hair. No, Goose wasn't. I was just joking. But she... I think in the last live, Goose was like, has Bill muted her mic again because I can't hear anything? I was like, Goose, your ears have closed off. Enough of KJ for you tonight. Oh, Katie. Anyway, the stuff we do to survive this carousel from hell. The amount of, like, you haven't grown one bit. And this is sad. This did nothing for you, Katie. This has gone straight to 7M. And you look pathetic. You look insecure. You look like an immature brat, really. Is that what you called SL? Yeah, well, that's what I'm calling you because it looks like you're having a tanty. It looks like you can't control yourself, but you want to control the world. And let's all think of that meme of Sarah from The Labyrinth when she's like telling, is it Jareth? Yeah. You have no power over me. Katie, you've never had any power, but in your mind, you think that you are, what is it? Katie, the great and the powerful. Oz? Yeah, but that's a measurement for your drugs, isn't it? Oh, thanks so much. And I hope everyone is staying safe out there. And good to see you, Llama Girl. And thank God she thinks your first name is Llama. Oh, Katie. And thanks everyone for rocking up. Oh, I hope her camera breaks or power outage in her street. That's never stopped her. Okay, and yes, I'm definitely going to put my outro because I totally forgot. That's what you did to me last time, Katie. You rid my brain of any intellectual thoughts. I couldn't even exit. Okay, yeah, like this video. Give it a share. Yeah, please consider subscribing. And yeah, replay crew, I'll catch you in the comments. But take care out there, guys. And yeah, I'll catch you on Friday. Oh, and make sure to check out the CB shorts. I upload at least 2 a day. You just head to my page and click on the shorts tab. But yeah, take care, guys. I'll catch you on Friday. And Katie, no more. No more. We don't want any more because it's all the same stuff we've heard before. When it rhymes, it means we're on track. Woo!